Shalawam, shalawam. Shalawam, shalawam. Get about a minute or two for brothers and sisters to get up in here, then we will begin the lesson. This lesson will be on salvation and how it will come to pass. Praises be to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawah, all praises be to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawah, Bahasham. All praises be to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawah. All praises be to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawah. All praises be to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawah. Alright. Shalawam, 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 shalawam. Okay. Share the live real quick. And the Shabbat is tonight, just stating it, okay? It is tonight, okay? So we got how many people up in here? 3. All right, I'm gonna give about 1 more minute and then we're gonna get into it. Got a lot of precepts to hit, so, for anybody that's new, I suggest you take notes. And I'm gonna hold this up. Well, it's backwards in the screen, so. Alright, we got over 20 something precepts to hit, so you know what I'm saying? But this will be salvation in a nutshell, okay? And also who salvation is for, okay? So we're gonna touch on all these points. Alright. The brothers come in, let me see who up in here. Brother Nakov. Alright, that's all I see that I recognize. Alright, Shalawam. Alright, man. Brother Yakal. Shalawam, bro. Alright, let's get into it, man. Got about 5 people in here, 4 people. To the east, facing Jerusalem. All praises be to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of the great millstone that rule well and teach well and sincerity taught us this truth. And Shalawam to the Lord's hopeful elect, 144,000 men, as well as 1/3 men, women, and children, maintaining themselves in this truth. Shalawam to the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans who are indeed Israelites. According to this chart behind me, we have Judah, the Negroes, Benjamins, the West Indies, which are Jamaicans or Trinidadians, Levi, which is your Haitians, Simeon, which is your Dominicans, Zebulon, which is your Guatemalans to Panamanians, Ephraim, which is your Puerto Ricans, Manasseh, which is your Cubans, Gad, which is your North American Indians, known as the Cherokee, Blackfoot, etc., etc. Reuben, which is your Seminole Indians, Naphtali, which is your Argentinians to Chileans, Asher, which is your Colombians to Uruguayans. That would also include Brazil. Okay, and Issachar, which is your so-called Mexicans. Now, the Northern Kingdom would also include the so-called Mayans, Incas, and Aztecs. Okay, so keep that in mind. So this is you have the Southern Kingdom up here, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, and then the Northern Kingdom is all the other tribes, Latinos and Native Americans. Okay, at the end of the day, so that is the 12 tribes of Israel, the 12 sons of Jacob. Okay. At the end of the day, if we get into it, that's his bloodline, that's the lineage, and that is the nation, because this is one nation that the Heavenly Father is dealing with. We may all live in different regions, different so-called countries, but we are all of one nationality. Now, everybody in those countries isn't an Israelite. It goes back to your bloodline and also your spirit, okay? So you can look like a so-called Chinese and be an Israelite. Yes, indeed. You can be scattered because we are scattered amongst the heathen. All right, at the end of the day. So, hey, let's check. Make sure ain't no scoffers in here. At the end of the day, I'll take like 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, answer any type of questions in the beginning. Okay, Cookie Monster, you got a question. Am I a Christian? No, we are not Christians. Okay. At the end of the day, we are religious because we keep certain feast days. Like tonight is the Shabbat, right? We got the Pesach coming up. So we are religious because we keep traditions, at the end of the day, religious events, religious days and traditions and laws, commandments, and statutes, all right? But we are not religious in the fact of how the nation, the world does it, like Christianity and stuff like that, Baptist, Protestant. No, these are denominations meant to divide. So we are of one nation. It's our heritage, it's our culture, it's our customs at the end of the day. All right, so we are not Christians. We don't call ourselves Christians. If we do call ourselves that, it would be Hamashiachs, but at the end of the day, we just Israelites, of our respective tribes. So we are not Christians. I hope that answers your question. All right. And Shalawam to all the brothers in here. All right, so man, we can get started. I don't see no more questions. I don't see no bug outs. And Yahawah, they don't show up. Only people that show up that want to learn. Okay. And to the brother Othanael, alright, it's Ak, not Aki. It's Ak, AHCH. Alright, and your Hebrew kind of off, but if a brother could, well, you got Yasharahla, right? Alright, but hey, just tap in, bro. Keep watching, and deal with us, and you'll get right. All right, so let's start. We're gonna start in the book of Isaiah 45. So who is the elect? And y'all brothers can answer. I'll throw some questions out there. Who is the elect? Really, who is the elect? This may come off as a trick question. Who is the elect? For any brother, who is the elect? Anybody? We'll count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I count. Yeah, that brother's right, man. The elect is Israel. All of Israel. Okay, let's read it. Isaiah 45 and 4. For Jacob my servant's sake, and Israel my elect. I have even called thee by thy name. I have surnamed thee, though thou hast not known me. So if you are Israelite, at the end of the day, you are elect. But in that nation, you have a specific set of people that are chosen. So many can be called, but few are chosen. So you have the chosen that's amongst that. So it's an elect within the elect. All right, so understand that, because all of Israel, they're the chosen nation, but it's still chosen in that chosen nation. Okay? So take it back to Isaiah 45 and 17, just to hit the point of who will be saved, because this lesson is on how the salvation will come and who will be saved. Isaiah 45 and 17, but Israel shall be saved in Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi with an everlasting salvation. Ye shall not be ashamed nor confounded, world without end. So that's letting you know, 1/3 brothers gonna be good, 2/3 brothers eventually gonna come back and be good, not ashamed or confounded. So every man of Israel will be a king and a priest in the kingdom. Every man. Alright, from your Jay-Z's, Nas's, P. Diddy's. Yeah, P. Diddy is eventually gonna be a king and a priest. We look at it now and be like, wow. Right? But he eventually gonna be a king and a priest, because he's an Israelite man. He may be so wicked on this side. He could be at the lowest of our nation, but he's still gonna be higher than the heathen in the kingdom. And that's the thing. That's a major thing, man. All right. Got a question real quick. Does anyone know where I can find that paper behind him and screenshot it? On Google. Just Google the 12 tribes right now. On Google. Go Google the 12 tribes of Israel or the 12 tribes chart, and it will pop up. And for the further edification of the lesson. I ain't gonna answer any more questions in the comment board. Moderators can handle that. Make sure every brother Kawan make you a moderator. Alright, make sure brothers can handle that. And handle any scoffers. Once again, if they getting out of line, just block them. Alright, we ain't doing no muting. Because if you mute them, they can report. So just block their ass if they tripping. You know, now if they cool and they sincere, then we could deal with them. Alright, I'll make the brother your call moderator. Make the brother Amataza moderator. That brother always in the live, man. Shalawam, bro. Alright. Alright, yeah, you're welcome. Okay, so let's keep it going. So, the elect is all of Israel, but you have a chosen within that elect. Now, let's go to Romans 11 and 7, because that proves that point. Romans 11 and 7. And every scripture that I got, I'm going to say it like 3 times. Romans 11 and 7. Alright, for new people, you can write this down. What then? Israel hath not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election hath obtained it, and the rest were blinded. So it's letting you know a separation between some that were looking for it and some that found it. So it's a separation. Some were blinded. They don't know where to go. They run from sea to sea, but they can't figure it out. But you have some that have obtained it. So that's that elect within the elect. That's those that were chosen. Many have been called, few are chosen. That's those that were chosen. So the next scripture, let's go to Matthew 24 and 3. All right. And this is verse 3. Let's get it. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, what shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming, and of the end of the world? Now, you know, these men were learned at this point in time. Okay, they know that the planet, the earth itself, is not going to disappear. It's not going to be destroyed. But the kingdom, because we were what? At this point in time, we were just like we are now, under the persecution of these Romans. Okay, in captivity under Romans. We were under Roman rule, right? Under some Edomites, under some Greeks. So once again, we are in Rome 2.0. If you got ears to hear it, eyes to see it, you can figure that out. So once again, man, we those same brothers. We in that same lot, man. Verse 4. And Yahawashi answered and said, in that world, meaning this kingdom, their heaven is ending, right? The heaven shall pass away, meaning their rulership, their kingdom. Okay, verse 4. And Yahawashi, because his name is not Jesus, it's Yahawashi, okay? And Yah means he, Hawashi means to save. We had a brother in here a couple of weeks ago, actually last week, his name was Hosea. That means Hawashi, to save, is salvation, to be delivered. All right? So verse 4, and Yahawashi answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. So if they not coming from these scriptures, man, you better check them. All right? It don't sound right. It sound kind of fishy. It sound kind of iffy. Hey, check the scriptures. You got to check every spirit. All right? Verse 5, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many. Many shall say that they're the Messiah. They shall come and say they're the Messiah. Or they shall come actually calling on the name of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, but teaching a different doctrine. If any man teaches you a different Yahawashi, right? You got to check that individual. Run far from that individual. Let them get struck by lightning by their damn self. Don't be around them. Don't listen to their folly. Don't listen to their words. They do not have it. All right? Verse 6. And let's read 5 again. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am a Mashiach, and shall deceive many. Now, as we say, it is 1/3 versus 2/3. So many will be deceived. That 2/3 will not make it. You will have more that won't make it than those that do make it. We'll get that for you, bro. Isaiah 8 and 20. Yeah. Good precept. To the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them. And what is the light? That's Yahawashi. This word, this understanding, that living water. So Yahawashi is not abiding in them. right? They don't have the mind of Hamashiach. We, brothers that speak the correct doctrine, the understanding, we have a mind just like Yahawashi King. All right? We think how he thinks. We want what he wants. The destruction of this wicked kingdom. All right? We want him to come back and rule. We want to be in that rulership. So we have a mind like our king. And our king has a mind like the Father. So therefore, being made in his image, meaning likeness. Our likeness is like Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. We just a bunch of mini Yahawashis down here. If for any brother that's truly in this thing sincerely, you are a mini Yahawashi. All right? Because you have a mind like our king. I get that for you as well. Romans 9:6. You know? So take that into account. Romans 9:6. Not as though the word of power have taken none effect, for they are not all Israel, which are of Israel. Right? So, hey, you can know you're an Israelite. You can come in the correct name. But if you do not have the correct doctrine, hey, and I've been getting on this brother's head a lot lately because he's a high-minded brother. He does not know how to take rebuke. Prince the Israelite. Okay? And all those guys that run around with you. King Judah, Micah El, which is once again not even a real Hebrew name. Okay? Tay cutting up. You know, these guys. I've been getting on y'all head a lot because you are high-minded and you are babes and you are men puffed up in knowledge. You say you've been in this thing over 10 years, right? But you don't know basic breakdowns, brother. Okay? So, yeah, we going to correct these brothers, man. All right? You may be of Israel. You may actually have the name, but you do not have the correct doctrine. So, therefore, you are not a part of the body. As a true man that's showing love and kindness to you, I'm telling you, repent of your actions and turn back and get the correct doctrine. And you spoke against the elders and apostles of the great millstone, right? Like they don't have the truth. But where did you learn how to salute? Where did you get the names from? Where did you get the 12 tribes chart from? All right? You can't move on any basis if you don't give honors to the elders, bro. Who taught you this? Okay? And that goes for any brother. All right? All right, let's keep it going. Back to Matthew 24. And this is verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So we are seeing what's taking place. We are understanding what's taking place. Hey, at this point in time, I'm not bringing anybody up. So anybody in the comments, I'm not bringing anybody up. All right, I'm teaching a lesson. Just listen and get the understanding. Take notes at the end of the day, man. All right, Shalawam. Okay. Verse 6 again, Matthew 24:6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So we seeing wars, we hearing rumors of wars, Ukraine, etc., etc. It's far more wars going on in this planet than Ukrainian war. You have wars going on in like 4 continents right now. Africa, South America, okay, Europe, and Asia. You have wars taking place, or a little scuffles and civil unrest, sedition among men, right? So you have all these type of things that Yahawashi and the prophets beforehand told us to look out for, okay? So soon as Yahawashi stepped on the scene, the last days started. That's what we understand. The last days started. So we've been in the last days, and all this stuff is taking place, all right? Verse 7, for nation shall rise against nation. You see that. And kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. More earthquakes than you could count now. More earthquakes have happened just last year than ever, man. Period. Okay? And pestilence, sicknesses. Okay? We saw what happened in 2020. It's happening again. Certain things happening again. They have a certain type of virus in Africa right now that done spread over 500 people, took out 51 people. And then they have another pestilence going on in China that's spreading through the bats, right? What does this remind you of? 2020. So, boom. But when we see these things, we know that salvation is near. So, once again, cutting Alizé, I'm going to call him Alizé for the, this guy, Alazar, Sakari, all right? You saying we're going to be here another 1,000 years. Well, brother, you don't have a good discernment. Your spiritual eye is not working. You can't actually look through the scriptures and understand what's going on at this point in time, man. 1,000 years here still? You love Babylon because you're winning, all right? Via you going on podcasts, from podcasts, you got fame. We know you got women messing with you just because you're an Israelite and you got all this fame. You go to No Jumper, to over here. You dealing with, you know, these guys. And then you got the Captain Tazariak's dealing with Whack 100. You brothers are worldly. You deal with the world. You are aligned with the world. You have basically connected yourself to the world and just brought the truth. But you ain't really bring the truth because you can't be with the world and be with the truth. You have to pick one. You can't serve two masters. All right? So once again, what has that done for you? It has destroyed your spiritual mind. So you don't know how to properly break down the scriptures. All right? So verse 8, all these are the beginning of sorrows. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. So this has to take place. All right? Us being delivered up to governors, judges, FEMA camps, etc., etc. So that means that, hey, it's going to come a point in time where it's not going to be a thing to be an Israelite. You don't want to know anybody to know. All right? We have to go in hiding, pilgrims of the earth, because our faces are going to be plastered up on the wall like wanted men. They're going to have us up here saying that we did this, saying that we did that, saying that we did this. Let's see how many of you brothers is talking about where your fringes at during those days. Where your fringes at, right? Let's see. How many of you dudes being over righteous in those days when your face is plastered up and they got a 10,000 digital coin reward for you because it's going to be digital ID, digital money, man. Okay, let's see who's still running around talking about Tribe of Judah. You making Israelite music and you going shooting videos and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And I may make music hit from here and there, but I ain't shooting no videos, bro. I ain't going performing. I ain't doing no songs. I ain't doing no concerts. Yeah, I shoot. That ain't it, man. Because that music will not save you. For you brothers that do that and that's getting the wrong understanding from that, okay? You have Sakari, IUSP UK, they performing their music at the Passover and shit like that. Like, you don't do that, bro. Right? That's the wrong type of vibration. Okay? Verse 10. And then shall many be offended and shall betray one another and shall hate one another. All right? Your foes shall be those of your own household. Your friends, your co-workers, some of your women will betray you and turn you over. All right? Verse 11. And many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many. We seeing that. Your Yaju Judas, your, whoever it be. Okay? And you guys that's teaching a different doctrine, a different Yahawashi, you are false prophets. Your Danny P's. I have a series going on right now, False Prophets, and we on episode 5. All those people I show on there is false prophets. That female that keep running up and talking, what's her name? Daughter of Zion, right? Once again, you can know you of Israel, but not be of Israel. All right? Because you don't have it, man. You're a false prophet, and you are what? Deceiving many. Verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. People don't care about people no more. All right? And we're going to get these 2 verses, and I'm going to get your precept. All right? But he that shall endure unto the end. So this is a qualification for salvation. Write that down. But he that shall endure until the end, the same shall be saved. And the gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. Then shall the end come. So all this stuff has to take place for the end to even come out, man. All right, Matthew 10:36 from the brother Nakaf. And a man's foes shall be they of his own household. Right? So for you Israelites, you know you're an Israelite and you're walking in this truth, expect these type of things to come through. Yeah, you expecting persecution from the white man, but do you expect it from your own people? Understand that's going to take place, man. All right? Let's keep it going. This is 1 Peter 4:17. Because we just talked about all that. Now, let's go into it even more. Okay? 1 Peter 4:17. Brothers should know this one off the top of their head. For the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of power, Yahawah. And if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of power? Okay? So it begins with Israel first. This is Jacob's trouble. You have many people talking about this Esau's trouble, this the heathen's trouble. Yeah, it's going to be other nations that's troubled in the trouble, but this is predominantly Jacob's trouble. We will be persecuted the most, the hardest. Esau, they don't care about these other nations, man. Okay? They're rising up to come at us. Everything is created to come at us. All right? At the end of the day, get this dude out of here. He's a Mason. Man, you better state what you're saying properly, dude. All right? I'm not addressing the comment board, though. For the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of power, and if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel? So, if you do not obey the words, you're not going to make it. You don't have an understanding. Persecution is coming down, all right? And it's coming down extremely hard. After that, I want to go to Ezekiel, the 9th chapter. And we precepting upon precepting. We teaching the words correctly, okay? If you don't understand what I'm saying, then you're not coming from the Bible. This dude calling me a Mason, right? Like, bro, we teaching the word exactly how it says, Isaiah 28:10. Okay, so you are unfamiliar to the doctrine because you don't know the doctrine. You don't know how the Bible is supposed to be brought out. All right, Ezekiel 9:4. And Yahawah said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark. This is a tawah, okay, a wisdom, understanding. A mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. Abominations. We sigh and cry because we hate Moism. We hate adultery. We hate our women looking like harlots on the streets and on the social media selling their bodies, the OnlyFans. We hate the pornography industry. We hate all of this, the false food, the fake food. We hate the chemtrails. We hate. If you don't got no hate in your heart for all this wickedness, then you are not in the truth, bro. Take that Teletubby ass attitude back to your mama's house and go sleep on the couch, man. You not in the truth. If you don't hate wickedness, if you don't hate sin, like I said earlier, we have a mind like our king. We have a mind like our king. Our king has a mind like the Father, right? So therefore, they hate, we hate. Oppression driving from wise men mad. So you should be mad and you should be hating. But you should also be maintaining your spirit because you have to rule over your spirit. So take that hate, take that energy, take that anger, cultivate it, and put it into a lesson. All right? Put it into a lesson and put it out. Take that hate and go research and learn your enemy. Okay? We vex. And we in Ezekiel 9:4. Let's get Proverbs 8:13 for the brother. Proverbs 8:13 from the brother Nakaf. The fear of Yahawah is to hate evil, pride, arrogancy, and the evil way, and the forward mouth do I hate. Right? So we hate sinners, man. Sinners, those that sin. All right? We hate sin. You can't sit here and enjoy watching a woman talk to a man in a derogatory way, like she just cussing him out and shit like that. That's out of order. We should hate out of orderness. So once again, if you don't feel that type of way about this wickedness on this earth, you need to check yourself. Okay? So back to Ezekiel 9 and verse 5. And to the others, he said, in my hearing, go ye after him through the city and smite, to destroy, to unalive, to take down, to slash, to slay. Right? Let not your eye spare. So we ain't turning our bad eye. We ain't batting our eye to nothing. Okay? Let not your eye spare, neither have ye pity. Slay utterly. Old. It don't matter if you 90 years old. Slay utterly. Old and young. Both maids and little children. So old and young. It don't matter if you 1 year old. It don't matter about your age. Okay? Maids, that's women, that's females, that's daughters, that's children. All right? Maids and little children. and women. The women getting it, it's a couple times up in here. Maids, children, and women. That's women 3 times. All right? That's females 3 times. Fefels, as we call them. But come not near any man upon whom is the Thawah, that M-A-R-K, and begin at my sanctuary. That's going back to 1 Peter 4 and 17. So judgment begins at the sanctuary. Okay? For this person, you can't tell people to hate things that they don't understand. Some people were raised wrong. Nah, shut up, man. Eventually, they don't got the spirit. You can look at a little kid getting kidnapped and understand that that shit is wrong. You talking about can't tell nobody to hate that shit? What is you talking about, bro? If you got smacked in your face, ain't you gonna hate that? Y'all people don't have no wisdom. But if you don't got no wisdom, keep your fucking mouth closed. Alright? Alright. Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children and women. But come not near any man upon whom is the mark, and begin in my sanctuary. Then they began at the ancient men, which were before the house. So this is how judgment's coming. This is dealing with the Israelites. It's beginning at a house. Alright? So judgment comes upon the house. Yahawah's cleaning his house first. His chosen nation. This is why it's Jacob's trouble. It's not anybody else's trouble. Now, they will be trouble. And trouble in the Hebrew is tazar. Alright? They will be trouble. So it would be Yaquab Tazar. Jacob's trouble. Yaquab Tazar. Alright? So they will be troubled. Yes, indeed. Alright? Just caught on the sidelines. They just got took out because they was on the sidelines. If you a heathen and you got the money to do so, you should leave Babylon and get ready for servitude. Get ready for slavery. That's what you should do. And that's what I'm telling you. If you got any ounce of wisdom in your body, you should leave Babylon as a heathen. Now, if you're an Israelite and you wicked, it don't matter. You're going to get slaved. You're going to get took out unless you repent and convert. It don't matter where you go on this earth. You're done. Okay? Let's get this from the brother Psalms 116, 2 and 3. All right? And our people got to understand, man. It's coming down, and Yahawah's, he's not playing. Because he hath inclined his ear unto me, therefore will I call upon him as long as I live. The sorrows of death compassed me, and the pains of hell gat hold upon me. I found trouble and sorrow. Verse 4. Then called I upon the name of Yahawah. O Yahawah, I beseech thee, deliver my soul. And that's letting you know, that is your salvation. That's who you need to call upon in Yaquab Tazar. Alright? That's what you need to do. Call upon Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. When hell compasses you. Now what's hell? It's a mindset. It's a condition. It's also the grave, but it doesn't mean you spiritually go somewhere and burn, because your spirit goes to the spirit world, according to Ecclesiastes 3 and 20. Alright? According to Ecclesiastes 12 and 7. So you don't go nowhere spiritually and burn forever. Understanding that. Alright? So hell, at this point in time, in this verse, is talking about a mindset. We are going through hell, right? You got all these issues, all these problems. Right? Yaquab's trouble, right? Yaquab Tazar is going to be a sense of hell upon us. You're dealing with this. You can't go this way. It's 15-minute cities. You can't travel this way. You got to take the MOTB, and we're not taking that, right? So without that, they're going to bring hell upon you. And then even those that do take the C-hip, you're going to have hell, because you're going to have sores and things of that nature upon your body. All right? So understand that. Now let's keep going. This is Matthew 24. We're going to go back and go to the 29th verse. Okay? As you can see, you know, the scriptures, for you people that be like, you just bouncing around. Yeah, precept upon precept. We bounce around. All right? Many men spoke, and they were moved by the Heavenly Father, by the Holy Spirit. And they're all in unison. The elect is in unity. But we ain't in unity with you wicked-ass Israelites that don't give the proper breakdowns and got the correct understanding. We're not in unity with you. I can't be unified with you. Can two walk together unless they be agreed upon? I have to agree with you, brother. I can't walk together if we ain't on the same path. You going a different direction, and I'm going a different direction. So how we going to be together? All right? You know what? Hey, just give me what I got on the cart. I'm going to take it and I'm going to go my way. You take it and you go your way, because we got different understandings. It's different spirits on us. House of Saul, house of David. Okay? At the end of the day. Now this is Matthew 24 and 29. Immediately after the tribulation of those days. Now what is that tribulation? Let's go to Jeremiah. Brothers should know this one off the top. Jeremiah 30. And let's start at 5. For thus saith Yahawah, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. Not of peace. Trembling and fear. The day of Yahawah is a dark day. It's a day of sorrow. It's a day of weeping, gnashing of teeth. Men, like women in travail, with their hands on their loins. Who's going to save me out of that day, right? Verse 6. Ask ye now and see whether a man doeth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail. And all faces are turned into paleness. Do women have kids? Salakia, do men have kids? All right? No. A woman does not travail with child. But the pains of that day is going to feel like that. Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is comparing it to going through contractions, going through a pregnancy, going like a child coming through the birth canal. Men, we don't know how to feel that. We never felt that. But the day Jacob's trouble is going to be that type of pain, that type of distress, that type of anguish, right? But you got women and men out here talking about you're not going to go through Jacob's trouble. Talking about we not under the curses, okay? You ignorant, all right? The only way we're going to be up out of these curses, man, is Yahawashi coming back and saving us, all right? No man shall buy you, okay? Verse 7. At last for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Yaquab Tazar. Yaquab's Tazar. Jacob's trouble, right? But he shall be saved out of it. And who is that he? That's going back to the elect within the elect. Because the elect is the nation of Israel, but you have an elect inside that elect. All right? You have a chosen people inside of that chosen nation. And this is what a lot of you Israelites need to understand. Because you come to the point that you understand you are Israelite, but you don't understand it's actually a chosen inside of a chosen. Right? And it's actually a chosen inside of a chosen. Right? Salakia. I hope the sound is good. I need to put my phone on the charger real quick. 1 second. But you come to the conclusion, you read the verse, many are called, few are chosen, but you don't fully understand it. And you just let it fall to the wayside. You be like, I'm an Israelite now, okay, great. But you don't do anything with it. You just sit. The spirit has been given to you to understand who you are, but you don't do anything with it. And that's the worst type of situation to be in, man. You know? Salakia. I'm going to get right back into it. All right, we good. Okay. So let's take it back over to Matthew, the 24th chapter, verse 29 again. Immediately after the tribulation. So we broke down what the tribulation is. Yaquab's Tazar, Jacob's trouble. So going through this sense of hell, as the brother put up Psalms 116, 2 and 3, going through that hell, right? That sorrowful situation, FEMA camps, whatever it may be. Okay, we going through all of this, all right? Kind of Zechariah 13 and 9. That's also speaking about us, because I was talking about who is that he? And that's talking about the elect within the elect that will be saved out. All right, and look, if you knew, write these scriptures down that brothers are putting in the precepts. Write the scriptures down that I'm reciting. All right, write these scriptures down. Title this lesson, How Salvation Will Come and Who Salvation is For. And bro, that's all. Go back to it. All right, you know what I'm saying? Because look, when the internet is took down, when the power is took out, when it's no more TikTok, no more whatever it be, YouTube or none of that, you have the scriptures. If you have a physical copy of the Bible, right? You need a physical copy. you can go back and understand what needs to be done and what you have to do. You have the right name, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, right? Then you have a piece to get into the kingdom. All right? You got a starting point, you know, and you need that. Okay? Kind of sound good, all that good. All right, great. All right, I get this from the brother Ahtham Yahawah, 2nd Esdras 16 and 17. And Shalawam, bro, good to see you up in here. 16 and 17. Woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? 18. The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear. What's the powers? The governors. This ain't talking about Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. They never stand in fear. But this is talking about the rulers, the powers, the kings of the earth. The beginnings of evils. What shall I do when these evils come? When these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. But for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. All right? And as a matter of fact, let's get some more of that. Behold, victuals shall be so good, cheap upon the earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case. And even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine. And that's a terrible way to go out. All right, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi is bringing that to you. To go out by a lack of food, your body withering away and eating itself. All right. For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. And the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them, for the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down. Okay? So this is the time of purging, because it's not going to be no 911. It's not going to be no ambulance. It's not going to be no fire station. If your house on fire, that bitch going to burn down. Okay? It's over. All right? So nobody's going to come and bury you. Ain't going to be no, burial ceremonies or nothing like that. Your body will lay like dung in the street. Okay? Understand that. Verse 24. There shall be no man left to till the earth and to sow it. Gardens. I saw this brother talking about, yeah, I want to make a garden and shit like that. You know, like, you people that's building, the elder was getting on these guys, you people that's building hospitals and shit like that, bro. Y'all building your own little communities. That ain't it, bro. Okay, you don't trust in Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. You trusting in your own strength. You're in that Saul type of spirit. You don't understand what's about to take place on this earth. All right? Like, yeah, you got a little house. You do what you do. Do your thing, you know? But we ain't in that prepping spirit, that doomsday spirit. We are the doomsday prophets. So for you doomsday preppers, understand that this time is coming. All right? And you will not be able to escape no matter how much you prep. Right? It's coming to your head, boy. All right? You know, and we got enough in that. All right? It's just letting you know. This is a tribulation. So back to Matthew 24. And we got to finish 29. Immediately after the tribulation of those days, shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven. Talking about ICBM missiles and talking about wisdom being took away. And the powers of the heavens shall be shaken. The powers of the heavens. What's the heavens? Rulership, kingdoms. So what's the powers? All right, that's these governors, these great mountains. Their power shall be shaken. So their kingdom, their rulership is being took away. You getting shook up, right? And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man, Yahawashi, in heaven. And then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn. And they shall see the Son of Man, Yahawashi, coming in the clouds. What are clouds? Chariots. Okay? Coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet. And they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. So, for you wacky-tacky Christians that talk about a rapture, right? You know, we are talking about, and then that would be, if you wanted to break it down, that would be whatever you call it a rapture. All right, where we being saved. But it's not before the tribulation. It's after the tribulation. You have to go through it. You have to have your faith tested. You do not get to escape the plagues. Okay? Now you will escape the last plague, the nukes, the ICBM missiles coming, if you are a right man of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi at the end of the day. But if you are not, you're going to feel all of that. Okay? Now, let's get to the next precept that we got. And this is 1 Thessalonians 4, and we're going to start at 13. And once again, 1 Thessalonians 4, we're going to start at 13. I'm going to say it one more time. 1 Thessalonians 4, we're going to start at 13, and we're going to go to 18. But I would not have you to be ignorant, brethren. This is why Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi has sent his men to preach, to teach, to give you this understanding of the word, to let you know what's about to take place. If you don't know what's about to take place, right? He don't want you to be ignorant, brethren, concerning them which are asleep, that you sorrow not, even as others which have no hope. So don't be like a two-third. Don't be like the heathen. They have no hope. They are asleep. All right? Verse 14, for if we believe that Yahawashi died and rose again, even so them also which sleep in Yahawashi will power bring with him. Now, who are those that sleep in Yahawashi? Like King David, we believe to be King Mashar. All right? And he passed. So he will come back with Yahawashi. Alba Bibbins, who we believe to be Elijah or John the Baptist, he passed. So he will come back with Yahawashi. Certain brothers that's, been in GMS that have passed, but they were serving Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. They will come back, all right, when Yahawashi returns. So these are those that sleep in Yahawashi, right? Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. If you died and you was worshiping Jesus, bro, you ain't coming back like that. You're going to come back for shame, according to Daniel, the 12th chapter, verse 2. You're going to come back for shame. You're not coming back for glory. But if you died in the Lord, you're coming back for glory, man. All right, with an everlasting body. Okay? So, let's keep it going. This is verse 15. For this we say unto you by the word of the Master, that we which are alive and remain unto the coming of the Master, Yahawashi, shall not prevent them which are asleep. For Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi himself, Yahawashi shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trump of power, and the dead in Hamashiach shall rise first. So that's what we just said. Those that died in Yahawashi Hamashiach shall rise first. Okay? Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them and the clouds, the chariots, to meet Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi in the air, and so shall we ever be with the Lord. All right? Wherefore, comfort one another with these words. We shall ever be with the Lord. So that's breaking that after 1,000 years, somebody going to take us down. No, we're going to forever be with our King in rulership in those everlasting bodies, according to Philippians 3, 20 and 21. Okay? At the end of the day. Yeah. Hey, bro, just post precepts. If you got precepts, post precepts. Or other than that, man, just take notes, write the scriptures down, and listen, bro. You know what I'm saying? Shalawam to you, though. Good to see you up in here. All right? Okay, so let's go to Daniel 12, because we just quoted it. Let's go to Daniel 12 chapter. All right. Why is it always hard for me to find Daniel? It's over here. Daniel 12 and 1. Now, this is speaking of the same exact event. See how Yahawah gave Daniel that same exact event. This is beautiful. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble. So isn't Michael going to come sounding the trumpet? The archangel, that's who we're speaking about. Micah Allah. All right? Not no Micah El. Okay? Micah Allah. All right? And there shall be a time of trouble. That's Jacob's trouble. Everything that we just talked about is in this verse. Such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time, thy people shall be delivered. Right? Yahawashi sent his angels to collect us from the four winds of the earth. That's all over the planet. Okay? Everyone that shall be found written in the book. All right? So you got that wisdom, you got that understanding, you kept the doctrine. Your report is a good report, then your name will be written in the book. If your report is not a good report, your name's not going to be in the book. Okay? Verse 2, and many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life. So that's the everlasting body, right? And some to shame and everlasting contempt. All right? So that's what? That's ranks in the kingdom. Letting you know that the men, the 144,000 and the 1/3, those men in the kingdom are going to be above those 2/3 brothers. But hey, those brothers are still going to be kings and priests, yes indeed. And they're going to eventually not walk ashamed and not, be confounded. But for a time, they're going to walk with their heads down, understanding that. Okay? But they have everlasting bodies and they will be greater than any heathen. But it's rank in the kingdom. The 144,000 being like the government, the Congress, okay? Higher stature than the others. Because these men put forth their life and really, because, hey, look, you ain't saved by how many works you do, bro. It don't matter if you're producing 10 videos a day. That doesn't matter, man. It's about your faith. All right? Now, it's about works, too. You putting your works out there, etc., etc. But it's about your faith and if you sincere. Because brothers can put works out there and not be sincere. All right? Understand that. You have many dudes out here that's laboring in vain. All right? Shoot. So understand that. And two. But once again, it will be rank in the kingdom. Okay? Verse 3. And they that be wise shall shine as the brightness of the firmament. And they that turn many to righteousness as the stars forever and ever. What is that talking about? The fishers. Don't we turn brothers to righteousness? All right? Every brother in here, man, good brothers, Shalawam to them brothers. Kawam, all right, Ayash, Kananiah, all right, Nakaf, right, Amataza, Prince of the Power, Darashamoth, Yasharahla. All you brothers have turned somebody to righteousness, man. Through your works. Through just, if you living by example and living the correct way. If you hitting the streets, if you producing works, etc., right? You talking to people, all right? You have turned somebody to righteousness, So it's about producing works. Now, if you're doing wicked works, you're doing improper works, you're doing works with no type of understanding, then you need to sit back and get it in order, all right? And you got to come right. If you don't understand how serious this thing is, read Ezekiel, the 33rd chapter. You don't want blood on your hands, man. Okay? Now let's keep it going. Verse 4, Daniel 12:4. But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. And that's at this point in time. Now let's go to Revelations, the 12th chapter, starting at verse 7. Revelations, the 12th chapter, verse 7. Revelations 12 and 7. That's where we starting at. All right. And there was war in heaven. Michael again, Allah, right? The archangel. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought against his angels. So this is once again letting you know what's about to take place at this point in time. Okay? All right. So Allah is going to stand and fight. Now, who is the dragon? Revelations 20:2 lets you know that the dragon is Satan, the devil, that old serpent. So that's who the dragon is. Okay? Esau, Edom, the so-called YT man. All right? So this is who the archangel is going to fight against. This is who Yahawashi is going to fight against. Now, how is Esau going to fight? Slakia. With their jet planes, with their drones, with everything in their arsenal. They're going to send nukes. They can send nukes at Yahawashi, whatever they want to do, man. All right? But none of it's going to prevail. None of it's going to work. None of it's going to be victorious. All right? At the end of the day. So understand that. Verse 8. And prevailed not, neither was their place found any more in heaven, in the kingdom. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world, he was cast out into the earth, and his angels was cast out with him. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our power and the power of his anointed, Hamashiach. For the accuser of our brethren, who's the accuser of the brethren? Esau, Edom, the hateful one, the sinner, the destroyer, the waster. All right? For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our power day and night. So what did we talk about? Your face being plastered up on the wall. Wanted signs. All right? Them using AI to make you look like you did something. Right? You're being accused. You will be accused, persecuted. Persecution and accusations go hand in hand, brothers. Right? So you will be accused. You will be persecuted. You will be targeted. Okay? That's who that is. Who's doing that? Esau, Edom. Okay? And they overcame, this is verse 11, and they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb. The Lamb is Yahawashi. And by the word of their testimony, and they loved not their lives until the death. All right? So we're not holding on to this flesh, man. We love not our lives until the death. All right? So let's keep that going. Matter of fact, we'll get verse 12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. All right? So Esau Edom knows he has but a short time. So that's why he's doing all of this. That's why he's Project 2025, Project 2030, trying to go to Mars by 2030, etc., etc. Get the C-HIPs $500 billion into an AI infrastructure, right? A couple 300 billion into this, another billion into this. Boom, 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 boom. Let's get the AI rolling. Let's get the C-HIPs rolling, okay? Semiconductor companies to produce more C-HIPs. All right, China wants to get Taiwan because Taiwan produces the most semiconductors, which are C-HIPs in the world. You have them moving in to bring their enterprise. It's all being set up. Google, Amazon One stores, Whole Food stores where you can just go and swipe like that. Okay, it's all being set up. Even simple as Google Pay and Apple Pay. Right? You just go like that. This right here, this is what we're talking about, man. Okay? So their infrastructure is set up. That's the devil coming down in great wrath. The next step is to put that charagma in your right hand or your forehead. So you can simply pay like that. Okay? Hey, y'all got the comment boards. I'm not addressing anything in the comments. Jeremiah 50:3. For those that are truly listening, hey, write this down. Jeremiah 50:3. Jeremiah 50:3. You know, because look, I'm going to break it down right now, bro. I only want to deal with those that are obedient, those that listen, those that know how to shut the fuck up and listen and take notes. When a lesson is being presented, a lesson is being brought out. All right? You ain't in the comments doing all this and doing all that. You actually listening, writing down the notes, and taking it in, soaking it in. This is what I did. This is what all the brothers that I know do, man. All right? We listen to those that are bringing lessons out. And if we're going to support, we're going to support with precepts, you know, and we take questions at the end. We take questions at the end, and I always take questions at the end and at the beginning. All right? Hey, in school, in high school, in elementary, you should have learned not to blurt out, you know. Hey, but anyway, besides the point, Jeremiah 50:3. For out of the north, this is what Prince the Israelite was talking about the other day. He said that we're going to be saved in the north. No, bruh. Out of the north, our enemies is coming. Gog and Magog. And Gomer in the house of Tagamoth. They're coming out of the north. So how are we saved out of the north? We're not in the north. We're in the west. Okay? We are in the west. Arsareth, a foreign land. It's a land west of Israel. Far west, across a big-ass ocean, the Atlantic Ocean. I don't know if you ever heard about it. All right? Prince the Israelite. I don't know if you ever heard about the Atlantic Ocean, but it's to the west. All right? It's kind of big. It take a couple days to get over if you on a ship. You know, if you're on a plane, it take about 14 hours to get over. Okay? It's in the west, right? So Russia, Europe, these nations are in the north. Okay? That's known as the north quarters. All right? The south quarters is known as Africa, the land of Ham, because the queen of Sheba came up from the south quarters to hear the wisdom of Solomon. This is in Luke, Luke 11, right? Matter of fact, let's get that. You have to know the scriptures, bro, whatever you're talking about. Luke 11:31. The queen of the south shall rise up in the judgment with the men of this generation and condemn them, for she came from the utmost parts of the earth to hear the wisdom of Solomon. And behold, a greater than Solomon is here. Who came up to hear the wisdom of Solomon? Queen of Sheba came to hear Solomon. She came from the south. Okay, so you understanding what we talking about, man. All right? That's why you should not be teaching Prince of Israelite and all you guys over there. You have certain breakdowns that you just break down incorrectly, man. It's a lot of blood on your hands. All right, so back to Jeremiah 50:3. For out of the north there cometh up a nation against her. Who is her? America, Babylon, which shall make her land desolate, and none shall dwell therein. They shall remove, they shall depart, both man and beast. Okay? So understand that. You know, if you don't understand that, it ain't for you, bro. And furthermore, let's get it furthermore. Ezekiel 38th chapter. You know, this is when you moving in the unity of the spirit, then you will go and break this stuff down in certain parts, because certain prophecies is fulfilling itself. We see BRICS nations. That's Ezekiel the 38th chapter acting itself out. Ezekiel 38:3. And say, thus saith Yahawah power, behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal. Now, further reiterating it for the brother Black Judah who came in the other night, right? When Yahawah says he's against somebody, he's not with that nation. He's against that nation. Now he's going to use that nation to take out another nation, and then he's going to destroy that nation. So, on this timeline of salvation, right? Russia, the Persians, Iran, Ethiopia, Libya, these nations, Turkey, right? These nations are being raised up to go against America and to go against Israel, the geographical location. All right, the Amalekites, the wicked, okay? Those Edomites that's in the land. So these nations are being raised up to go against that nation. And that nation will be nuked, all right, as it says in this chapter. And then America will be nuked. So this stuff has to take place, all right? So verse 4, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws and will bring thee forth. To put hooks into somebody's jaws, you controlling them. Yahawah has put a hook in Putin's jaw, in the nation of Russia's jaw, which he is controlling them. They are obeying his will. You got a hook and you can pull them over here, pull them over there, like a fish. You got a hook in the jaw. For any brothers that be fishing, you got a hook in the jaw, you reeling them in. All right? Understand how the scriptures is breaking it down, man. Who missing it? Hey, if they can't get it, then kick their ass out. We ain't doing this shit. If you can't get it, get out of here. All right? Where the moderators at, man? If they can't get it, then they get it. Unless they sincere. But hey, if you going back and forth with the brothers, hold up, man. You going back and forth with the brothers over 2 minutes now. You're not sincere, man. Shut the fuck up and listen, man. Is this a woman? Oh, hell no. You out of here. Get your ass up out of here. I ain't dealing with it. Get out of here, man. All right. Moderators, y'all should have been kicked that bitch, man. All right. Ezekiel 3:4. And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth in all thy army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. All right. So this is what Russia, their tanks, their planes, their ships, etc., etc. All right, Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya with them, all of them with shield and helmet. And as it says lately, it will be other nations, as we're going to read in verse 6. Gomer, Turkey, and all his bands, the house of Togarmah of the north quarters, right? And all his bands and many people with thee. BRICS nation. All these nations that are rising up. This includes North Korea. This includes China, Moab, which is spoke of in Jeremiah the 48th chapter. All right, this includes these different nations that are rising up. Khan, you good? You good? All right. Verse 7. Be thou prepared and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. So Russia is like a big brother looking over these other nations, right? Libya, Ethiopia, this is Hamite nations that Russia has funded and given nuclear missiles, given tanks, given planes, so that they can attack America. So all these nations are confederate against Esau Edom now, against more so the whore of Babylon, man, America. All right, and that's a beautiful thing. So this is setting up what? World War III. Now let's keep it going. We got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We got about 10 more precepts, man. I told y'all. All right, this is a long, good lesson. Okay, so let's go to Revelations 18 and 10. Revelations 18 and 10. And we can start at 9. And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her. They shall cry for Babylon. After Russia, matter of fact, we got to go back. Salakia, we got to go back. All right, we got to go down. Go back to verse 10. Thus saith Yahawah power, it shall also come to pass that at the same time shall things come into thy mind, and thou shalt think an evil thought. Now that evil thought is the thought to unleash the nukes upon Israel and America. That's that evil thought. To come into these places and destroy these places. Right? And thou shalt say, I will go up to the land of unwalled villages, America. I will go to them that are at rest, that dwell safely, all of them dwelling without walls and having neither bars nor gates. Verse 12, this is Ezekiel 38 and 12. To take a spoil and to take a prey, to turn thy hand upon the desolate places that are now inhabited, and upon the people that are gathered out of the nations, which have gotten cattle and goods that dwell in the midst of the land. You have a gathering. How I said this a couple weeks ago. You have two gatherings that are going to take place. People being gathered into Babylon, the whore, and people being gathered into the valley of Yahawashi, Jehoshaphat. All right? Yahweh's judgment. So you have two major gatherings that will take place. Okay? So people brought into America to be destroyed or for salvation. All right? At the end of the day. Okay? And people brought over there to the land, so-called Middle East, to be destroyed. All right? Or possibly salvation. It could be some Israelites over there. You never know. Okay? Keep that in mind. Now let's go back to Revelations 18 and 9. And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her, America, Babylon, shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning. This is after those Russians, Gog and Magog, go to the land of unwalled villages and destroy it. And also Revelation 17 and 16. Let's get that. Hey, you have to tie it all together. The Bible is like one giant puzzle piece, you know, and you have to tie it all together. And the 10 horns which thou, this is Revelation 17, 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore. Those 10 horns, who is that? That's NATO and the EU. All right, these 10 kings, these 10 horns, these 10 countries, NATO and the EU. These shall hate the whore and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. Now, are they going to eat America? Does America have flesh? In a sense, no, man. Okay? They're going to destroy her. They're going to burn her with fire, eat her flesh, economically shut her out. Trump, he want to put tariffs on everybody. Well, what happens when the world retaliates? Put tariffs on your ass. Make it where you can't import nothing. Prices is too high. that's eating your flesh. That's taking you out economically, financially. All right? So understand what's going to take place. They shall hate the whore. Right? So they're going to hate Babylon. Let's get that in Jeremiah, man. Mother sore confounded. This is Jeremiah 50:12. Your mother shall be sore confounded, she that bare you, and shall be ashamed. Who's the mother of America? Great Britain. Okay? That's where America came out of. All right? So your mother shall be sore confounded, she that bare you shall be ashamed. Behold, the hindermost of the nations shall be a wilderness, a dry land, and a desert. A land called Arsareth, the hindermost of the nations, a land far off. That we didn't, you didn't really deal with it in the Old Testament too much. Okay? Unless you read 2nd Esdras, right? 13 and 40. America wasn't really dealt with too much. It was just a foreign land. Most of the stories in the Old Testament happen in the so-called Middle East. New Testament as well. So-called Middle East, Asia, all right? Or the land of Ham as well. Okay? So America wasn't really dealt with. This is a land hindermost, a land far west. To Prince Israelite again. Prince the Israelite in the west. It's in the west. We will be saved out of the west, not the north. We're not in the north right now. All right? Whatever school system you grew up in, well, all the school systems failed us, bro. So whatever elder you are under, which you're not under no elder. Boom. That right there shows your failure. You don't even know how to submit to an elder, bro. You spoke shit about my elders. You said, run back to GMS. And then you blocked me like a little bitch. Come on, bro. Prove all things. If I was wrong, then prove it in the scriptures that I'm wrong. That we are in the land of the north right now. But we're not. All right? And everybody in that, man, you had a female after that live ran to my DMs talking about, well, why did Brother Barak block you? And I explained to her the correct breakdown. So you got people in there that want to know the truth, sincere people, but you giving them tainted, defiled meat. Milk, actually, because that's just milk, you know. Now back to it, man. And I ain't talking about a dude no more. Revelations 15. And because where we going to be when America, her flesh is being ate? Where we going to be? Revelations 15th chapter. Let's get it. All right. Bridle your tongue, Satan. The truth ain't in you. Man, where my moderators at, man? Let's get this clown out. I got him. Don't worry, I got him. Don't worry, I got him. Kakama, man, what you doing? Wake up, bro. Shalawam, bro. Shalawam. All right, get these clowns out of here. All right, Revelations 15 and 1. And I saw another sign in heaven, great and marvelous, 7 angels having the 7 last plagues, for in them is filled up the wrath of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Verse 2. And I saw as it were a sea of glass. Now what is that? That's us in a chariot. That's after we beamed up. So when the nukes are coming down, we are being saved. As the scripture say, we shall be scarcely saved, barely saved. All right? At the end of the day. All right? Hey, Shalawam, bro. All right? My brother Kakama just woke up from a nap. Yeah, you got to wipe them things out your eyes, bro. All right? And I saw, as it were, a sea of glass mingled with fire, them that had gotten the victory over the beast. We got the victory over this place, man, over the horde, over the beast. That means over all these Edomite nations that are joined together. All right? Because the beast is all these WEF, okay? All these nations that are joined together to come against us, that's coming down, that came against the whole earth, you know? So, and over his image means his likeness. We don't want to be like Satan. We don't want to be like Esau, Edom, all right? And over his charagma, M-A-R-K, and over the number of his name, stand on the sea of glass, having the harps of Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi, Salakia. So we have that song, which is that doctrine, that understanding, that living water, that wisdom that's flowing from us. We know the words, we know the hook, we know the melody, we know everything about it. right? And how do you learn that, man? Learn it from the elders, first and foremost, bringing you up as a child. And then Yahawashi starts to sup with you, right? The Spirit starts to deal with you. If you show yourself to be sincere, you prove yourself to the Heavenly Father, man. If you don't prove yourself to the Heavenly Father, ain't nothing going to click for you. You can go to camp all you want. You can watch as many videos, but if you're not sincere, you don't prove yourself to the Heavenly Father, ain't nothing going to click. It's never going to click. You're going to be like, what that mean? What? You're going to look at the book and yell like, I don't understand. That's how you're going to be, because your mind is plagued. All right? All right, so let's keep it going. Verse 3, and they sing the song of Moses, the servant of Yahawah, and the song of the Lamb, Yahawashi, saying, great and marvelous are thy works, Yahawah power almighty. Just and true are thy ways, thou King of saints. Who shall not fear thee, O Yahawah, and glorify thy name? For thou only art holy, for all nations shall come and worship before thee, for thy judgments are made manifest. All nations, letting you know that these heathen nations will come and worship Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi in the kingdom. They will have to come and pay tributary to our king and to us as well. All right? Because we are going to be under the order of Melchizedek, Malak Tazadak. Right? So that's a beautiful thing. That's coming to us. Tithes will be paid to us. They will be bringing their women. They will be bringing their gold, their silver, their furs, their silks, whatever, their clothing, the horses, animals, lambs, sheep, tigers, bears, lions, oh my, right? For real though, right? Because I want a couple tigers in the kingdom. That's just me personally, right? All right? I want a big ass tiger. Edomites get out of line. I'm going to have him on a chain. Now, remember, I ain't even going to have to have him on a chain. I'm going to have dominion over him. So I'm going to tell him, hey, go jump on that Edomite right there. He ain't working hard enough. Don't bite him, though. Just jump on him. Just jump on his ass and breathe on him. Boy, we shall think an evil thought, man. I'm telling you, bro. Man, when we think about the kingdom and the power that we're going to have, it's beautiful. Let's go to Jeremiah 51 and 20. All right. And if you think I'm being wicked or something, you don't got no understanding about what's going to take place, man. All right, Jeremiah 51 and 20. You ain't going to like this verse. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. For with thee will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms. And with thee will I break in pieces the horse and his rider. And with thee will I break in pieces the chariot and his rider. With thee, and what is that today? That's tanks, that's airplanes. That's all these type of weapons and vehicles that they got. So we going to be smashing tanks, man. We going to be smashing jumping up in the sky, smashing the hell out of airplanes. Pulling the wing off, throwing that shit back at the jet and watching that shit blow up. Do you understand? The battle axes of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Breaking in pieces. Literally. This is literal. We will be breaking in pieces, man. Alright? I love this series of precepts because it's just raw. It's just real, man. You know? Khan. Yeah, Khan. What Elisha did. Shoot, what Elisha did to those damn men, those young boys that was talking about him. Bald head, right? He let two she-bears go and rip them apart to pieces. That's what I'm talking about. That's dominion over animals. And that wasn't even in the everlasting body. But he prayed to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, and she-bears, a bear, came and ripped them up. That's what I'm talking about, man. Having that type of power over the animals. Brothers don't believe it. Brothers is in the world trying to just do all type of wickedness, man. Not understanding that, bro. You have so much power that's inherited, that you will inherit. But you don't want that. You want to be an NIGGA and smoke WEED all day, man. Like a clown. And chase after women that's just, what's the word, man? Void of understanding. Bobbleheads, just stupid. Nothing in her head. Alright? Alright, Jeremiah 50 and 22. With thee also will I break in pieces man and woman. You got to have that spirit. Man and woman. And with thee will I break in pieces old and young. Ezekiel 9:4-6. Precepting. Right? And with thee will I break in pieces the young man and the maid. Children. Maids. Women, old and young. It doesn't matter. We're going to be able to look inside of them and tell exactly who they are and what they did. And you know what I'm saying? And bring that judgment down on them the proper way. 23, I will also break in pieces with thee the shepherd and his flock, you false prophets. All right? And with thee will I break in pieces the husbandman and his yoke of oxen. And with thee will I break in pieces captains and rulers. And I will render unto Babylon and to all the inhabitants of Chaldea all their evil that they have done in Zion in your sight, saith Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi. And Chaldea right now is Hollywood, man. Anywhere where they work in major sorcery. Hollywood, Atlanta, San Francisco, it's major acts of sorcery coming out of those lands. Okay? So we are going to destroy all of that. All right? And let's keep it going, man. Isaiah 40. And we got a couple more, but we getting to the end. Isaiah 40:21. Have ye not known? Have ye not heard? Hath it not been told you from the beginning? Have ye not understood from the foundations of the earth? Yahawah speaks the end from the beginning. And he does all his pleasure. Right? From the end. So this is already written to happen. It actually has already happened. We just living it out. If Yahawah spoke it, that's it. Ain't no turning that away. Ain't no turning back. That's it. If he spoke it, that's it. His word is bond. 22. It is he that sitteth upon the circle of the earth, and the inhabitants thereof are as grasshoppers that stretcheth out the heavens as a curtain. Live restricted for some audiences. Okay, cool. Somebody reported me. Great, whatever. We're going to finish the lesson up anyway, as long as they don't take it down. And I hope they don't take it down because I want to put this one on YouTube, man. All right. A Bible ball to this nation. All right. It is he that sitteth upon the circle of the earth, and the inhabitants thereof are as grasshoppers that stretcheth out the heavens as a curtain, and spreadeth them out as a tent to dwell in, that bringeth the princes to nothing. He maketh the judges of the earth as vanity. Yea, they shall not be planted. Yea, they shall not be sown. Yea, their stock shall not take root in the earth. And he shall also blow upon them, and they shall wither. And the whirlwind shall take them away as stubble. How does he come? Like a whirlwind, man. Like a chariot. All right? Okay? I'm not dealing with that. All right? Verse 25. To whom then will ye liken me, or shall I be equal, saith the Holy One? Lift up your eyes on high, and behold, who hath created these things that bringeth out their hosts by number. He calleth them by names, all by names, by the greatness of his might, for that he is strong in power, not one faileth. Why sayest thou, O Jacob, and speaketh, O Israel, my way is hid from Yahawah, and my judgment is passed over from my power. Hast thou not known, hast thou not heard, that the everlasting power, Yahawah, the creator of the ends of the earth, fainteth not, neither is weary. There is no searching of his understanding. He giveth power to the faint, and to them that have no might, he increaseth strength. As the scriptures say, we shall be like David in those times, a mighty man. You a skinny brother, you don't work out, you don't hit the gym, you're going to be strong as Samson in those days. So what we just read, battle axes, and this right here, I'm going to finish it up, is spiritual powers will be placed on brothers at those point in time, you know, to go forth and fight tanks and fight planes. So we are going to have a part of the battle. Brothers will have a part in the battle. As it says, Yahawashi is going to come from the clouds with his angels, with the armies of the Lord. All right? That's a beautiful thing. Brothers will get to take part in vengeance. Okay? Verse 30. Even the youths shall faint and be weary, and the young men shall utterly fall. But they that wait upon Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint. So we will not get tired. We will be able to fly, mount up with wings like eagles. All right? Talking about running, man, you'll be able to run from here I'll be able to run from here back to North Carolina not tired. The type of strength that Elijah had after he unalived all those prophets of Baal on the mountain. Right? He was able to run in front of the chariot back to the city. Okay? So that was a tease of spiritual powers that we will have in this point in time. Okay? So it's a beautiful time frame that we are going into. You know? And this is man, this is beautiful. Jeremiah 16:16. We got a couple more, man. We wrapping up. Behold, I will send for many fishers, and Yahawah, saith Yahawah, and they shall fish them. What we doing right now? We fishing. Letting brothers and sisters know. Hey, this is the way. This is the way. Right? Repent and be converted. We fishing. Okay? And after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain. Now with those hunters is what we just read, those spiritual powers. Being able to fly, being able to run, not get tired, being a battle axe, breaking in pieces, tanks, planes. We are going into the mountains that these Edomites live in. That's letting you know, what is that? Bunkers. We have to go underground, things of that nature. So we got to be strong enough to break the door, right? To bust that door open with our bare hands. All right? Because they got, some of them, they got concrete like 20 inches thick, saying they protect against a nuclear blast. It can't protect against Yasharahla. It can't protect against us. Trust and believe that. All right? Even if you do survive the nukes somehow, which that ain't really possible because it's going to be 200 million nukes that's hitting this place. You're not going to survive. Okay? So a majority of this, we're going to be in different nations. They got a lot of bunkers in Switzerland. We're going to be in Switzerland, Hawaii, right? Who got that? Mark Zuckerberg got his bunker over there. We're going to hit that. Wherever they got bunkers at, man, we going to pull them out of the rocks, the clefts of the rocks. Okay? So understand that. Okay? All through the spirit and power of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. I will send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and out of the holes of the rocks. So after America is destroyed, this is basically the cleanup crew. Brothers will be cleaning up, right? Getting stuff in order. We come to get your ass. You thought you could survive? Oh yeah, the nukes didn't take you out in America because you wasn't in America. But America is going to be burning. So we're going to go round their ass up and throw their ass in the fire. All right? Don't the scriptures say, in front of the Lamb and the holy angels, we shall watch them be tormented. Matter of fact, let's get that, man. And once again, man, if you ain't really in the spirit, then I'm reading stuff like this, you ain't going to like it. Because you soft. Revelations 14:10. The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahawah, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. For like a Bill Gates or a George Soros or whatever, and it's whatever, however Yahawah want them to be judged. If he want them to be thrown into the fire, which most likely that'll be their positions. Because I can't see them not feeling that fire. They hid in this bunker and they don't get to feel that fire. I don't see that really happening. I see us going to pull them out of the bunkers and throwing their ass in the fire. All right, and then they burning and coming back for slavery, hardcore slavery, right? That seems like the perfect judgment for their ass. And they know it's coming, They don't just get to escape the fire. They get to go feel that. Babylon is going to be burning. It's going to burn until it burns out. That means it's going to burn for a long while. An eternal fire. It burns for a long while. Okay, who is Japheth? The Japhetic people are the people of the islands right now. Their real land is Europe and Russia. The North, the true North. All right, the true North. So it would be Filipinos, Samoans, Polynesians, Hawaiians. That's Japhetic people. All right, Moana in them. That's Japhet, Moana in them, man. All right, that's Japhetic people. The people of the islands. Okay. Okay, so this is the holy angels in Yahawashi watching them burn. All right, so once again, this part of salvation is the cleanup crew. We going and pulling their ass out, throwing them in the fire, and watching them burn. And that right there is beautiful. All right, let's keep it going. Psalms 149. Psalms 149. Still part of that cleanup crew. And we're going to start at 5. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praises of power be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand. Now, right now, what's that two-edged sword? That's this word coming out of our mouth. Where we cutting. Where we giving people the scriptures. If you don't like it, you're not aligned with it, you ain't going to take to it. You're going to despise it. You're going to hate it because you hate wisdom, so therefore you love death. Right? But if you take heed to it, man, that brother got that sword. That sword's sharp. I don't want to get cut by that. I'm going to get in order. I'm going to get right. Right? So at this point in time, it's spiritual. But and when this time comes, when we have those spiritual powers, it will be literal. We'll have a literal two-edged sword in our hands, man. Hat. Like Samuel when he cut up King Agag. Okay? To execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people. To bind their kings with chains and their nobles with feathers of iron. To execute upon them the judgment written. This honor have all his saints. Praise Yahawah. Bahasham Yahawashi. Right? So that's letting you know you have a part to play in taking down this kingdom. Right? Once again, going back to battle axes. That's what all this is adding up to. Let's go to Psalms, the 68th chapter. And start at verse 17. The chariots of Yahawah are 20,000, even thousands of angels. Because you may be sitting over here, if you don't know anything about the chariots, how Yahawashi is going to go from the four winds of the earth and gather brothers and sisters, he's going to use the chariots. Okay? The UFOs, UAPs. He's going to go here and here and gather brothers up, pull them up after the Great Tribulation, after Jacob's trouble. All right? So the angels are in those chariots. The chariots of Yahawah, this is Psalm 68 and 17. The chariots of Yahawah are 20,000, even thousands of angels. Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi is among them, as in Sinai in the holy place. Thou hast ascended on high, thou hast led captivity captive, thou hast received gifts from men, yea, for the rebellious also, that Yahawah power might dwell among them. Blessed be the Lord, who daily loadeth us with benefits. Daily bread, breath, health, wealth, whatever. We don't have. Hey, we got wealth though, because spiritually we are rich. All right. Even the power of our salvation. Salah. He that is our power is the power of salvation. And unto power Yahawah belong the issues from death. But power shall wound the head of his enemies, and the hairy scalp of such as one as goeth on still in his trespasses. All right. You continue sinning against Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. This is also applying to you 2/3. You've been rebuked, you've been corrected, but you don't want to get right. All right, well, therefore judgment is going to fall upon you. Okay? Yahawah said, I will bring again from Bahasham, I will bring my people again from the depths of the sea. And what is the sea? Always in the scriptures, the sea is referring to, most of the times, is referring to a group of people, a great group of people. We are in the depths of the sea. We was at the bottom. We didn't know who we was. We was just out here trapped, thinking we was a part of this world, this great sea. All right? But we being pulled from the depths of the sea to the top of it. We were ruled over the sea now. We were ruled over all these people. We was mixed at the bottom of the pot. The crabs in a bucket syndrome, right? That thy foot may be dipped in the blood of thine enemies, That's taken over. And the tongue of thy dogs in the same. They have seen thy goings, O power, even the goings of my power, my king, in the sanctuary. So that's us taking over. The kingdom shall be took, right? We shall take the kingdom. Okay? Yeah, he woke us up. He pulled us from the depths of the sea. He woke us up. So we got 3 more precepts, and we can wrap it up. This is Genesis 49 and 10 to 11. No, to 12. The scepter shall not depart from Judah, nor a lawgiver from between his feet, until Shiloh, this is Yahawashi, come, and unto him shall the gathering of the people be. Now, how do we know it's Yahawashi? Verse 12 clearly lets you know. 11, binding his fowl unto the vine, and his ass's cot until the choice vine. The choice vine, he washed his garments in wine, and his clothes in the blood of grapes. His eyes shall be red with wine, and his teeth white with milk. All right, that's Yahawashi, man. Eyes red with wine. It's going to be nothing but, blood. Did I get those precepts? I don't think I got those precepts, man. Okay. How his garment shall be dipped in blood. I might have had that on my mind, but I didn't get it. All right, this is Revelations 19 and 13. And he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood, and his name is called the Word of Yahawah. So this is Yahawashi. When he comes back, he's not going to actually get dirty. Okay? No blood, nothing, nobody's going to touch him. All right? But it's letting you know the type of destruction our king is going to bring. How many bodies he's going to, get. All right? Dipped in blood. It's like it. So it's just going to be carnage. It's going to be over. Billions of men will be unalive. Men, women, and children. Okay? Once again, if you don't like how it sounds, it ain't for you. These are the scriptures, man. This is Yahawashi. So Isaiah 63 and 1. Let's get that. Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? Right? Because where is he coming from first? He's appearing in Israel amongst all those people. World War III to come and shut down the party. All right? That's a beautiful thing. This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save. So for brothers that don't understand, right? America will be destroyed, but the war will continue. And then Yahawashi is going to pull up on the scene, right? All right? This is all really happening around the same time, all right? But understanding, we are pulled up from America, and we get to witness the nukes hitting America from that sea of glass, all right? From the chariots, okay? And then we get to come back and fight that cleanup crew. We get to come back and, destroy and take they kings in the chains, pull them out of bunkers and things of that nature, all right? To understand the timeline. And even before that, during the Great Tribulation, yes, it will be spiritual powers on certain brothers. Don't get that twisted. Isaiah 59 and 19. All right, the standard shall be lifted. And that's talking about spiritual powers being on brothers as well. Okay? But that everlasting body does not happen in Jacob's trouble. That everlasting body, because I got to make it clear. I know brothers know this, but we got to make it understood. That everlasting body happens when you go into the chariot. All right? You shall be changed with a twinkling of an eye. The twinkling of an eye, right? So it's like that. You hit the chariot, you changed. You get that everlasting body. Okay? Now, the crowning ceremony, that may be afterwards. I can't tell you when that is. Speaking as a man, I believe it will be afterwards, after we have conquered everything, after the war is over. But we will get to take place in the war. We will get to fight. All right? And that's a beautiful, that's what I'm waiting for. That's what I'm waiting for. All right. Man. Okay. Verse 2. Wherefore art thou red in thine apparel? Because he's red because he's dipped in blood. So much blood. This is what it's symbolizing. He's not actually going to get bloody, but it's symbolizing the destruction. And thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat. All right. Let's keep it going though. Let's last precept. This is Revelations 19, 11 to 16. And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse. Now this is speaking about Yahawashi in his chariot, which Ezra saw, and it was bigger than basically the earth. As big as a mountain. All right, that's how it will appear. And Esau has already told you that they saw a spaceship out there bigger than the earth, right? Using their telescopes, etc., etc. Hey, if they lying, they lying. But, you know, I believe that Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi allowed them to see it, you know, for them to actually bring it back out to let us know, right? So, yeah, the mothership. Exactly, bro. You know. Bro, ready to break up. Break me a little E. Con. All right, so let's keep it going. So, and this is Revelation 19 and 11. And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True. And in righteousness he doeth judge and make war. His eyes were as a flame of fire. Taking it back to Genesis 49 and 12. His eyes were red, right? His eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns. He's the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, as it's going to say in the 16th verse. On his head were many crowns, and he had a name written that no man knew but he himself. Oh, IUIC, you got me. It's not the name. The name ain't. What? That's what they use, though. See? And he had a name written that no man knew. And he a name? A what? A name. Them niggas sound like pastors, like when I was a kid. You know, they sound like that. Read, and he had a name. Read. We have the name, bro. Okay, the elect. Okay, you don't, but y'all still know the name of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Yeah, I used to teach it. All right, but you gonna tell people that we don't have the name. But what's Acts 4 and 12? Scriptures can't contradict itself. So you have to break that down to understand this is talking about a title. Okay? Reputation. Your name is of your reputation. Okay? So understand that. Brother said, what? Hado Kings and Kamehameha. Oh, you friend or foe? I don't know. Hey, we gonna do some Dragon Ball Z. I think bro sincere. Oh yeah. Like in those spiritual powers, yeah. Alright, most definitely. If you're talking about that. You know. But they don't understand it, man. IUIC don't understand it. Bro, GMS and affiliates is the only ones talking about chariots and spiritual powers. And multiple wives and well, some camps do, but IUIC tell you one wife only. Where is that in the scriptures? Alright, where is that in the scriptures? Okay? So we're going to have one wife in the kingdom. How is everybody going to come back? That one woman is going to have to bring back 1,000? She's going to have 1,000 kids, bro? Damn. All right, one shall be 1,000, right? So you can only have one wife. She got to bring 1,000 through her. She can't do that in a lifetime. Oh, no, we got everlasting bodies. She got to bring 1,000 kids through her, though? Come on, man. You boys don't understand, man. We will have multiple wives and we'll have concubines as we did when we was in the nation of Israel, ruling. Okay? And y'all don't understand the name. But if it's not the name, then why y'all push the name of Jesus? I don't even get that. That's the improper name. You like, well, we might as well push what we've been known, what our people used to. That's what you do. You push what our people used to. And all you do is target black women. Single mothers. Bruh, everybody can see through y'all bullshit. Alright, man, let's keep it going. Okay, his eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns, and he had a name written that no man knew but he himself. And that's speaking of his reputation. And he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood, and his name is called the Word of Yahawah. And so they could say, that's the name. See, that's the name. No. His name, that one name under heaven, which we may, get salvation from, is the name of Yahawashi. Okay? That name that was given to Mary. Matthew 1:21. That's the name. Okay? It's not Emmanuel. That means power is with us. That's not the name. That's just another title. Another reputation. All right? Verse 14. And the armies which were in heaven. That's what we're talking about. We coming back in warfare. We coming back in warfare with two-edged swords in our hand. Draped up and dripped out, man. In armor. Right? Let's read that again. And the armies which were in heaven follow him upon white horses, clothed in fine linen, white and clean. What I said earlier, the cleanup crew. We will be able to take place in that war. Battle axes of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. And out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword, that with it he shall smite the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron, and he shall treadeth the winepress of the fierceness and the wrath of almighty power. And he hath on his vesture and on his thigh a name written, King of Kings and Lord of Lords. So that's the name? It's 3 times in this verse where it says he has a name. It's speaking about a reputation. All right? King of Kings and Lord of Lords. That's a reputation. That's not speaking about his actual name. All right? So, man, hey, with that concludes the entire lesson. Okay? How salvation will take place. In a sense, who salvation is for. As we said earlier, Israel, the nation, is known as the elect. But it's an elect within that elect. All right? This will be on YouTube most likely tomorrow, because this was a fairly kind of long lesson. So it's probably going to take a long time to download. You know how TikTok do. And since they restricted it, I don't think they didn't block it or nothing. So I should be able to download it. TikTok be tripping. All right? Hey, Shalawam, man. I hope it was, if anybody got any edification out of this, I hope so, At this point in time, I take 2 minutes for any questions, anything, any scriptures, anything, man, we could jump into. All right? Because I got to get out of here at 2:30, so I got about 10 minutes. Then I got to start getting ready to go to the plantation and pick cotton, man. I'm one of their best pickers. I ate the water. I feel kind of uncomfortable with that. You just gave me a gift. I don't know. That shit was weird. I'll play it. It was like that. Oh man, I'm funny. All right, man. Any questions? Any questions at all? We'll take any questions, anything, pertaining to anything. Alright. Pertaining to anything. If not, we'll get up out of here. Alright. And salvation is near. Okay? The elder brother, who was that, man? Did a lesson yesterday. I think it's Amawan Gabor. I gotta check. It was the elder brother yesterday. Oh, no. Elder brother from Kazakh. Elder Kazakh down in Mississippi. Alright, Yahawashi is coming. His page. It's Yahawashi Regressa now. He changed it. But he basically did a lesson last night. I didn't watch it yet. But the title is Don't Let Al-Azhar hurt your faith. Because he said it's gonna be 1,000 years. You don't listen to that guy, man. Okay? We know that Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is close. He's near. Okay? I don't, as the elder apostle Tahar said, I don't see more than 4 years. I don't see it. I don't. All right? You got C-HIP here. You got AI infrastructure. You got all this miracles of the beast taking place. They actually making people that's blind being able to see with optical neural links. So, Hey, rumors of wars. You got North Korea talking about they gonna send a submarine because U.S. sent the submarine over there and things of that nature. All these tensions are rising. I don't see it, you know. So 1,000 years, bro. That's you saying that we ain't gonna see Yahawashi coming. This is that adulterous generation. How can these YNs get any worse than they are right now? All right, talking about 1,000 years, man. You know, I bring you up, Kakama, man. I got like 5 minutes. Bring you up real quick. Hey, Shalawam, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Barak, Ahtham.
Hey, Shalawam. Bahasham, Barak. Can you hear me?
Yeah, Con, you good.
Okay. I just want to say something quick, man. I ain't going to be too long. The doors of the church is open.
Go ahead.
But, yeah, man. I was watching the news and everything. And these people, they were talking about all sorts of things that were happening. And they were panicking and stuff, you know. And like I had noted it myself, I was really calm. Just like, you know, it was Medicaid getting cut and all this other different type of stuff.
Saw that.
And I was like, okay, shit has to happen. And you know, some of the stuff I'm even on, like, you know, Medicaid, Medicare, SNAP benefits, but I mean, to have that faith in Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, I know he's got me. And so I just want to tell you brothers, you know, on the comment board and whatever, even though some of you may be like on these sorts of things, Yahawashi even said it. Yahawah feeds the birds. How much more important are you? He's got you. Now, if you're a servant, you're going to eat. You have to truly believe these things. I mean, if you don't, you kind of fucked, man. I mean, but we are going to go through the tribulation. Just because you wanted the chosen don't mean you're not going to go through it. We all have our lot to go through, whatever may have you. Just like some brothers are going to be beheaded. Some brothers are going to be locked in prison. Some brothers may get away. You never know what Yahawah has for you. But like the scripture says, whatever may be have for you, he found a way for you to be taken out of that. You'll never be tempted above what you're able to be tempted. So, I mean, you know, in this time, you know, wisdom and knowledge is the stability of our time. So, come about with these scriptures, man. Filter everything through the scriptures and just let Yahawah do his work. And then we get the hell up out of here.
Yeah, wise words, man. That's true. You know, too. With me, I'm trying to, and I've been trying to get my damn VA disability for damn like 2 years, man. They keep playing with me. Yeah, but hey, fuck Esau, man. We trust in Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi.
Yeah, fuck a VA disability. We about to have a kingdom, my brother.
Come on. The brother want to get, what's that, martyred? He said, can you get that verse where it talks about the souls of them that were beheaded?
Revelation 2 and 10, ain't it?
Like,
Oh, devil cast into prison.
Yeah. Wait a minute. I'm gonna go to Luke first. Mark. First, I go to Mark 1. I go to Mark 1. And he said unto them, verily I say unto you, that there shall be some of them that stand here which shall not taste of death till they have seen the kingdom of power come with power. So did Mark and them, did they all perish? Yeah, they did, right? But they come back. So it's speaking about that second death at this point in time. If you got ears to hear, eyes to see, you know, you can understand that. So it's some brothers that's not going to taste death at all. And then, as the brother said, let's go to Revelations, the 2nd chapter, and verse 10. And going to 13. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that you may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Now, that doesn't mean exactly 10 days. All right, it could be a month, it could be a couple months, it could be a year. All right, probably won't be no year, but it could be a certain amount of time. All right, you shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. So you just got to hold on. You know, if you got to die, if you got to be martyred for this truth, then you got to be martyred. He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches. He that overcometh shall not be hurt of the second death. So it, like we say, man, it'll be a spirit on you to be able to go and take that. Because we are, what brothers say all the time, we are not given a spirit of fear, right? Verse 12, and to the angel of the church in Pergamos write these things, saith he, which hath the sharp sword with two edges. I know thy works, and where thou dwellest, even where Satan's seat is, and thou holdest fast my name, and hast not denied my faith, even in those days wherein Antipas was my faithful martyr, who was slain among you where Satan dwelleth. Letting you know certain brothers had to be martyred. What Stephen was martyred, you know, in that sense. So Peter, Peter, Mark, Luke, all them brothers was martyred. Paul got his head chopped off, right? So that'd be our lots. But you get a major reward after that, you know. So I hope that answered your question, bro. You just gotta hang on. You will be given that spirit, bro. You will be given that spirit to undergo
And
that.
that's the thing these other camps won't tell you. They give you the sweet parts of the scriptures. This thing is sweet and bitter.
Yeah, con. Man, there's many times, bro, that Job, he cursed the day that he lived. Jeremiah cursed the day that he lived. Elijah wanted to take his life, but the Lord told him it's 7,000 men that have not bowed their head, they need to Baal. And that means a complete number of men. So in the same time, it's 7,000 men, the 144,000 that has not bowed their knee to Baal. So, bro, nobody has. Don't ever get that spirit where, man, I'm going through this. Okay, brothers is going through shit too. We all going through shit. As the brother just said, some of you brothers may be on these programs, etc., etc. We all got a unique cross to carry. So don't think it's just the Lord just chastising you. We all get chastised. Some brothers may
Just
not.
like,
Go ahead, bro.
oh, it's like I about to say, just like Job 2:10 when he told his wife, "Shall we only accept good and not evil from Yahawah?"
Yeah, kind.
I mean, he loves you. He gonna chastise you.
Yep. Just because a brother don't put what he going through don't mean he ain't going through shit. Brothers go through shit, man. I know. You know what I'm saying? So understand that.
Man, I tell you, I had a serious doubt demon on me 2 days ago. Had to rebuke that demon.
Man, kind of. And I tell you right now, brother, Ahtham Yahawah, it's gonna be those times where you're gonna be like, man, is Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi dealing with me? That's a demon. It's gonna jump on you. And I'll tell you, I done felt those times before. You gotta fast and pray. I'm gonna end it with this. Let's get that godly sorrow. Alright, because it shall make you better. This is 2 Corinthians 7 and 10. For godly sorrow worketh repentance to salvation, not to be repented of, but the sorrow of the world worketh death. So, brothers rebuke you, etc., etc., if that happens, or whatever it be, examine thyself, and that'll bring you closer to your salvation, because you're pulling out flaws of yourself. Ain't no brother taking nothing personal. Right? We always come in and trying to help our brothers. At the end of the day, every rebuke I ever got wasn't personal. It was, hey bro, fix your shit, tighten up. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, that's
And
it.
we talking about the true sincere brothers on this side. We ain't talking about these damn demons, these damn bug outs. Them devils on this side. We talking about the sincere brothers You know, because not everybody is your brother. What did Yahawashi say when they asked him, and your mother and your brother wanted to talk to you?
Yeah.
Who's my brother? Who is my mother? Those that do the will of Yahawah, those are my brothers. That's my mother.
Con. At the end of the day, you should know them by their fruits. All right. So, hey, with that being said, I don't see no more questions. We're gonna wrap it up. Hey, Shalawam, bro. If you got anything else, you go ahead.
Nah, I didn't want to be long winded, man. I'm not gonna be before you long with the doors of the church is open.
All right, kind. We got food in the back. We got food in the back. Pauline, I made them. Let me stop.
We got these extra pork chops, you know what I'm saying?
Oh no, not the smothered pork chops. Hey,
Y'all go ahead and enjoy that.
praise the East, all praises be to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, and Kakadash. And double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of the great millstone, man. Shalawam, call me Yasharahla and blah blah blah. Hey, Shalawam. How about you?
Yeah, Shalawam.
Shalawam.